Okay, hello sir, how are you doing?
Yeah, hello, hi. So I'm doing well. I'm doing really well. Thank you so much for asking. How are you doing?
I'm also doing great. Thank you for asking as well. Yeah, I was watching your video a long time ago. I started your watching your video like in 2020. At that time, I was not
Oh,
confident. Yeah, I could not speak English, so I was watching your videos. I was really inspired because your confidence and the way you used to speak with people, that was really great.
thank you. Thank you very much for your kind words. And you are watching my videos since 2020. I means, it means you would have started watching my videos since I started my YouTube journey. I think I had started my channel in July, not July, it was May 2020. So
Okay,
when did you find my video first?
sorry.
When did you find my first video?
Exactly around that time when you are making videos, like it was lockdown, right? Like started making videos, and I was also looking for videos to learn from. And I come across your video, and it was really great. Like the way because you are really confident that I really liked about. You are talking to people on Cambly and then other platforms and recording all those things and uploading it. I really liked it and really watched most of your videos. So I know most about you. I think like you are a teacher, you teach, you run coaching center institutions, right?
Yes, I
Yeah. So
do. I,
I know a lot of things about you. Like you are from Bihar, right?
yeah, I'm from Bihar. First of all, thank you very much for, being connected with me since so long. Uh, yeah, I'm from Bihar. Yeah, we will talk about lots of things later on. But
Yeah.
I want to know about you a little bit. Like, you can give me a short introduction of yourself. Like, how are you doing? Yeah.
Okay. All right. My name is Amit Kirkit. I'm from Jharkhand, by the way. I'm
Okay,
from
neighbor state.
exactly
Mhm.
neighboring state. I'm from Gumla. I have completed my bachelor's in education, that is teacher training, and now I'm teaching in a high school. I'm an English teacher.
Oh, are you a government teacher?
Not government teacher. Teaching a private school.
Okay, great, great. Like, have you done your B.Ed kind of B.Ed?
Yeah, exactly. I have completed my bachelor in education, B.Ed, that is teacher training.
So you're looking for a government job, right?
Yeah, maybe I'm preparing for a government job, but there isn't any job vacancy. So I'm right now working in private sector. But later on, if there is any vacancy, maybe I will fill up the form and appear for exam. And if I pass out, maybe start working in government sector. And apart from that, if you ask about my hobby, I like playing badminton, reading books, and hanging out with my friends. Like these kind of things usually I do. And that's my
Great.
short introduction.
Great, great. So what else do you do in your free time?
Usually like read books, hang out with my friends. That usually I do. And these days I'm into YouTube as well. As I watched you all, like you are all doing great in YouTube, like making videos, inspiring a lot of people. Thought maybe I can also do that kind of thing and help out local people who are really struggling to learn English. So yeah, that's what I'm doing these days when I have a free time. Like, okay.
Wow, great work. You are doing a great work. And I think, as far as English is concerned, there are lots of scope everywhere. We know right now people around us want to speak in English, so we can help them. It's not like kind of deal that you only become perfect, then only you can teach English nowadays. Because there are people and they have different levels of English, so you can start your journey at any point, anywhere. Yeah, that's a great thing that you are doing right now. And yeah, you are already teacher. Okay, you have done B.Ed and all these degrees, so I can understand.
Yes.
Uh,
All
so
right.
do you
I have
have?
a
No,
Yeah, I
please,
have a
please go.
question. Like, when did you started your English learning journey? Like, I know, like, you started YouTube channel in 2020, but like, maybe you started your learning journey before that, right? Because you are really confident when you are making videos, you are really fluent when you are talking to people. So maybe you started earlier. So when your journey started.
Now, see, confidence was never an issue for me, cause I was teaching. So I was a teacher. So already, when you are teaching kids, you have habit of speaking in front of students at least. And it was a kind of a institution where I used to teach standard 9, 10th, 11th, 12th grade kids. So they are kind of senior students, right? Not
Yeah.
intermediate. So you can understand. So I had already gathered confidence from my teaching career, right? So when I started making videos on YouTube, it was not that I did not know English. I know how to read and how to write. But as far as the spoken was concerned, I was totally new there. And you know how difficult it is to speak English, because reading and writing is quite different from speaking English.
Yes.
So, confidence, as far as my confidence was concerned, I think I gathered because of some situation that I had faced earlier in my life. So, confidence was never issue for me. So that's why I was able to confidently speak in front of people. Even I was talking with native speakers, but I never hesitated. I just used to express myself, and more than that, I'm kind of person who just believe in myself. I know whatever I'm doing, if I'm doing right, then I don't worry about results, right? And
Exactly.
any sort of drawbacks, or kind of, you say, sometimes we speak wrong English, people mock at us. So I don't care about all these things, because I know I'm going on the right path. I'm doing something worthwhile for myself at least. So I don't need to worry about it. That's why I was confident. Yeah, so go ahead with your another question if you have.
Okay, so like what kind of method do you like? You said you are a teacher already, and I have also watched your videos, many of your videos. And as I have come across, like you are already teaching basically science students, right? Like you are teaching 11, 12, and science students, and also spoken classes. So what kind of method you use like, that really help students?
As far as spoken English is concerned, I think all the students know a little bit English. It's not that they are from. Basically, my students are from English medium. Yeah, we also teach Bihar board students, so they are also from Hindi medium background. But most of my students are from English medium background, so they already know little bit English, because they read and write in English in their school. Even they speak a little bit English, because this town, Darbhanga, is not a small, kind of big city of Bihar, you can say, right? One of the famous cities of Bihar. So that's why students have good background in English. And once somebody knows a little bit English, you can easily make them speak English. In terms of one who doesn't know anything in English, right? Because it's a language. So once somebody knows a little bit English, you have to put them in practical situation, and that's what I do. I teach them a little bit grammar, like simple present tense, simple past tense. I mean, all those tenses, but I focus on all those tenses which are really helpful in our daily spoken English, right? Like simple present, simple past, simple future tense, right? We use these tenses more often, and even present perfect tense we use many often. So I have list of some grammars, right, and rules that I have to teach my students, and I teach them, and later on I just try to make them speak in English. I make them kind of I get them involved in practical situations where they can speak, they can open their mouth, and also I encourage them to speak. It doesn't matter whether they are speaking broken English or good English, bad English. I don't care about it, but I just care about one thing, that whether they are opening their mouth or not, whether they are speaking or not. Yeah, that's what I do.
Okay, yeah, that's right. I agree with you. Like when you are teaching English, that's really important. Like you have to make them speak in front of people or practice as much as possible because there is no alternative of practicing uh, every day or talking to people because it's a different skill totally. Like a lot of people say like we know how to write, we know how to read, we understand a lot of thing in English, so we are really good at it. But when it comes to speaking, that's a totally different skill. If you not work on it, maybe you won't be able to become fluent. So that's a
Right.
totally different skill. So it's very important. If you are a teacher, it's very important. I also sometimes, encourage my students as well to, go ahead and speak in front of, like whole class and just, that
At
try to
least
be confident because it's important that you speak out what you have in your mind or what your feelings or what you have idea in your mind. It's very important.
And listen, one thing, like you are also teacher, I'm also a teacher. You don't need to say me sir, okay? I'm just a somebody parallel to you, right? Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay.
And I'm very young teacher right now. I think, I'm not a young teacher. I think I have started this career quite earlier. I mean, 2017, I established my institution, right? In 2017, I was very young in those days, but I was passionate to teach students, and that's why I started this career.
Okay. So, like, is it just happened to you, or had you planned it earlier, like when you were maybe doing your college plus two, or when you were in school? Did you plan it earlier? Did you plan it earlier, or it just happened like something come across and you started teaching, or what was it?
No, no, I never planned anything, right? And still I'm not planning anything. Like what happens, that happens, right? Uh, so when I passed my intermediate, I had to do something because I wanted to earn money. To be honest, I was in situation where I need to earn. And so I
Okay.
thought of doing something, and this idea came in my mind to start teaching because it was a good option for me. I was interested in teaching. So I thought of doing it, and I started a small institution in very small room in those days. Just four benches were able to accommodate. But later on, yeah, everything I think grown. As time passed, I started working harder and harder, and things started getting easier, right? So I think those struggling days has paved the way for the future, right? And right now I'm doing really good at my institution career. Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that. Like you make videos as well. Sometimes you upload video of teaching students. Like still these days also watch your videos sometimes. Like when it pop up on my screen, like when I'm scrolling through YouTube, I see your video and watch all those videos. Like it's a really great watching you
Thank
again.
you. Yeah, thank you for watching my videos and being in touch with me. I really feel good when I meet somebody like you, like who have been known me since long time, who known me since long time. And I never knew you. I think I have first time met you, but I feel like a connection with you. I'm feeling like connection with you. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I wanted to talk to you long before, but I did not know how to, connect to you because, like, I did not know how to find your email ID and all. I was not, familiar. Like, you can find email ID on description of someone channel. But these days, when I started making video, I'm making video these days. So, like, when I come across again your channel, I looked for your ID and got your email ID. So, mailed you.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you for mailing me.
Yeah. Okay.
So, like, since how long you have been posting videos on YouTube?
Oh, I have been posting for a long time, but like I was not regular, like because of my graduation, and then as I mentioned, I was doing bachelor in education. So it was a really hectic day for me when I was doing these kind of course. Like I did not find any time to make video and upload. Yeah, I could do that, but like I did not find any time at that time. I was really busy, so I could not upload. So nowadays, when I joined a school, I'm teaching there, so I get enough time to make videos. So yeah, nowadays I'm uploading for I think it has been a 15 days. I have been working on my YouTube again and uploading video.
Wow, great, great. I'm also not regular on my YouTube channel because of lots of institutional work. But I always try to be on YouTube because it is a kind of what can I say? It has given me lots of things, and it is a big platform. I know it. So being on YouTube gives me lots of pleasure, like meeting with people like you, because when I had started in lockdown, I was meeting with so many people around the world, and I
Yeah.
made so many videos too. So it take me back to the 2020 memory where I had nothing to do, just I had to sit in my home, and I had to talk with so many amazing people around the world. So yeah, I love to come back to this platform, and always I try to be regular. Although I'm not regular right now on YouTube, but I want to be regular. And New Year is coming, so I'm gonna take I'm not a kind of person who takes a resolution, resolution who takes a resolution, but this time I think I need to take a resolution that I want to be on YouTube.
Yeah, definitely.
Again, I'm regular. Yeah.
Okay, so like you make videos, you run institutions. So how do you manage all these things? Because it's a really hectic job, right? Like two jobs, right? You have to take care of your institution. Maybe you are, working there and you have to also make videos and upload. So how do you manage? Like, what is the mantra?
Like there is no secret, no mantras. Like I'm a kind of hardworking person. I can, yeah, say here I'm a hardworking person. Like after the like after 8 hours, even I do not sleep for 8 hours. I think I hardly sleep for 6.5 hours every day. So after that 6.5 hours, I'm really busy at my business right now. So all those hours I dedicate to my work, and that's why I'm able to do it. Would you will ask me like, don't you feel like overworking or something like that? At this moment, I'm not feeling. And whenever I feel like that, I also take breaks from everything. Like I have tutors working for the institution, so like they can handle everything, and I do not care if I you too. You already know sometimes I kind of take a gap of weeks. So because of that rest, so I also take rest time to time. So it's not that uh, it's a smooth, like it's a hard work and I'm doing it. I'm managing everything on my own right now, but it's really difficult for me, and it is getting difficult day by day as everything is growing bigger. So like I'm looking for people who can help me out there. So that's only the secret, that I'm also kind of a human being. So everything goes same as it goes with anybody else. Yeah, so that's what I want to tell you. But at this moment, I think I'm in balanced. Okay, it's not like too much things are getting out of the order. Everything is in my hand right now. Yeah. So the secret is only one secret, that you are focused on something or not. So I think I'm focused on my work. That's why I'm able to do it. So once you get focused on something, you would find that energy, potential, time, everything to do that work. And that's what is happening with me at this moment.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. And it's a very good thing that you are doing all those things, and it gives you energy because now you are independent, right? Like you are really like kind of not dependent on anyone. You are earning on your own, and you are running your family. You are paying for everything. So yeah, that's a great thing. Like once you become independent, that gives you energy. Like at least you are taking responsibility of everything, your home, yourself, right? That's the great thing. Like once you become independent, yeah, that's the best feeling. Like when you are taking care of your parents, your home, and everything around you. So yeah, that's gives you a lot of energy, by the way.
Yeah, to be honest, yeah, it is the greatest feeling to be independent, and it is something that I had been aspiring for. And right now, slowly, I'm taking strides towards it. So, and that the pleasure of getting independent in future gives me lots of energy to work for all these jobs, right? I'm not a kind of person who want to work for my whole life. Sometimes even I think it is unfair to work for your whole life. Who knows that you come here to go in certain office, you
Yeah,
have to go and come certain office every day, right? It's a human made culture where we are working for it. Like we need to learn our livelihood, so we need to do a job, or we have to go to certain office and come back every evening at our home. Otherwise God has not made it this rule. Or like if you believe
yeah,
in or universe has no order. Like they haven't given you instruction, go just when you get of 12 or 18 years old, you have to do intermediate, later on so many degrees, you have to get somewhere job, and later on you have to work on office, right? It's a human made culture. So I
exactly.
have to surpass it, and I'm working for it, right? Because since my childhood I hated this kind of society where I had to work to just earn my living. Why can't I freely do something that I want to do, right? If I
Yeah,
want to roam somewhere, I should have been I should be
yeah,
roaming, right? If I want to
exactly.
enjoy in any garden, I should be enjoying. If I want to bath in river, I should be bathing in the river, right? If I want to go to countryside, or like whatever activity I want to do, I should do. But because of the society and system that has been made, we cannot kind of what can I say? We cannot follow our institution or intuition. We say, yeah, intuition.
Exactly, exactly. That's true. That's true. Like everything we are doing because of society and the rule and regulation that is set out for us. Like you have to wake up in the day, right? Like in daytime you have to wake up, and at night you have to sleep. All those things. So you have to work for 8 hours. You have to go to office, earn money, run your family. Like these things all are made up, right? Like human being has set this rule to live a better life, efficient life. But actually, like there is no any rules. Like God have not made any rule. Like we can lead our life as we want to, right? So yeah, that's great. Like you have really, good perspective towards life. I like it.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Uh, so what else? Yeah.
Okay. Okay. What do you do in your free time, by the way? Like you don't get any free time, I think, maybe because of your work, YouTube. But like if you get any free time, so what do you like doing?
Like, yeah, I don't get free time, but I make free time sometimes.
Okay.
Like I told you now, I would take a break of weeks, not
Okay.
weeks, I mean a week. So I would do only what I want to do during those days. If I want to travel, I will travel. If I want to just sit in my home, I will sit in my home. So I'm not getting free time, but sometimes I make it. I quit my work, I stop it, and uh, I go to do what I want to do. I follow my inner feeling, like if inner guts. Sometimes you feel like not working, but still you work. But I don't do that. If I don't feel like working, I would not work.
Okay.
So I have managed everything. Like even I do not go. I do not work for a few days. Yeah, everything would be in order. So it's not it is going chaotic. So that's what I do. Mm.
So what kind of activities do you do basically? Like maybe you take off and like what do you do doing? Like playing, hanging out, or like maybe reading books? Like what kind of things you do?
I always take a small trip at least.
Okay.
There was time I used to do meditation, yoga, and so many things, but to be honest, nowadays I'm not doing it. But I have realized one thing, that if you touch a certain level, then you would be there. If you want to kind of climb the other rung of the ladder, then you need to put effort. But after crossing certain boundary, you would be there. So I think by doing it, I have achieved some sort of calmness, or kind of a state where I feel very motivated within myself. I feel calm. I do not become chaotic. So that's what I try to regain when I feel like overworking or something like that. Apart from that, I told you I take a short trip at least. I go out of my city. I go to countryside. I visit other country villages, or meet with people, talk with them, just unknown people who doesn't know me, and I just wanted to see like how they are behaving with me, how conversation goes. uh, so that's what I do most of the time. I do other activities too, like but it is very minuscule activities, like I uh, l- listen to some speakers. Okay, it also gives me kind of calmness, or kind of a vision to how to lead the life, because they are great speakers. Okay, they are great philosophers. So I also follow them sometimes. So there are certain sorts of activities that I do altogether.
Yeah. All right. Like I have also watched your videos when I was watching. So you used to also make like vlog videos, right? Like you were going somewhere, like initially, like you made that videos. So I can also say like you like traveling. That's the reason you are making video, visiting places. So yeah. Initially, I don't know like these days you are making or not, but at that time, like earliest, like when I was watching, like you went somewhere maybe and you were making video. Like I watched that one.
Oh yes, I have made so many traveling videos because I was very enthusiastic about traveling. And to be honest, if I wouldn't have started my institution, then I would have become a great traveler. I think
Okay.
so. Right. I told you I do not like any sort of foundation and boundaries, and traveling gives me that kind of feeling that where there is no boundary. You are traveling through certain village or certain area or certain country where nobody knows you. You don't have any foundation, right? And you are enjoying just scenery. You are meeting with people who doesn't know you. You don't care about any office, right? And time,
Exactly,
how it
exactly.
is passing. Because I watch some travelers and I see them roaming around the world. Then I feel like, oh, I should also do the same, right? Because they
Ex-
don't have any foundation. They don't care about what is going on in your country or any other side. Like they just live their own life on in their own terms.
Exactly,
That's
exactly.
what.
I kind of also like traveling, and I have traveled many places in India. Maybe like I have gone to Telangana, Punjab, and then Odisha. So yeah, I have realized that when you travel, you get to know a lot of things. Like when I went to Punjab, I did not know about their culture, lifestyle, how food habits and everything. But when I went there, stayed there for a week, I realized everything, like how they are living their life, what is their food habit, how they behave, like everything, like, and it was great, like when you get to learn a lot of things when you visit to new place, new state, right, and the new place when you visit, like you kind of meet to new people and you share your ideas, they talk to you, and when you interact with them, you realize like yeah, there are a lot of people that you don't know about, and they have really wisdom to share with you. So yeah,
Of
it
course,
gives you a lot of wisdom when you visit places.
of course, of course. Uh, Even you are meeting people online, sometimes you will feel like you have learned lots of things from them.
Mhm.
So uh, every people has something different or unique, you can say, in them. So if you have ability to find kind of, what can I say, to look at them by different regions, then you can find something different in everybody. And that's the only process of learning. Like we, a human being, learn from others, right? And that's how we grow. So sometimes I meet with people like who asks me like, still you are learning, still you are reading, you're doing so great at your career or so many places, right? Then I laugh at myself also and at the people who says like this, because life is of flow, like river keeps flowing, right? And life also keeps flowing, so it's a place where you can learn at every point of time. It's not like you are old, young, or kind of all stages of life teaches you something new. So we should learn every day. So right, you told rightly, when you meet with people, they share you wisdom, and that is very valuable asset for you also. We we learn from others. Sometimes we don't have that experience that others have because of the age gap, right? And we learn from the people.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. That's right. That's right. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, because just like in every moment we learn something. Like as you mentioned, like life is a journey where there is always something to learn. Like life teaches you a lot of lessons throughout the journey. So yeah, it's true. Like we get to know a lot of things throughout the year, throughout our life. So it's not about like if you have become a scholar, if you have master some, you have become master in something, does not mean you need know everything, right? Like there is always something new to learn, and life is always teaching you lessons and making you better for the future. So yeah, that's a great thing.
So if you are a scholar by any degree, then that's only valuable in human society, and as far as your college and institution is concerned. But as far as life itself is a very big university is concerned, you will never be graduated. You need to learn a new thing every day. There is always room and possibility to learn new things at life, as far as I have realized so far in my life. So meeting with you or meeting with other person or roaming around the world, or I have also traveled a bit around India and also out of India a little bit. So I have experienced so many things. I've met with so many amazing people all around the world, and I find one thing, like life is so amazing when you keeps learning. Once you stop learning, then only life becomes boring. So if somebody is saying their life is boring, it means like they stopped learning, they stopped looking into something new. Now their inquisitiveness has gone. And once
Yeah,
you are inquisitive, you have curiosity within yourself, you are never gonna get old. Your body might get old, but your soul and mind will be refreshed.
yeah, exactly. All right.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
So
Okay.
already we have discussed for an hour.
Yeah.
If you have any more further questions, we can go ahead.
Yeah, it's all right. Like I already know a lot about you, and this is I called you to, just get to know more about you and talk to you, interact with you because I have been following for a long time. So thought maybe like he's a really good person. He had inspired me for a long time, and he's really like I really learned a lot from you as well because at that time when I started watching you, I did not know anything. I learned new words for seeing you talking to people, learned new sentence structures. So yeah, so just wanted to talk to you. Maybe like another time we will get a time and again talk, right?
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for doing it and these words. I really love that you are following me since 2020. I think very few people would be there who would be still following me. Yeah. Otherwise, it has been 4 years. I think 20, whole 20, 22, 23, 24. So now almost 4 years now, right? So
That's
yeah,
exactly.
it is difficult to follow somebody for 4 years, and especially for somebody like me who is really boring, right?
No, don't worry. I would say like you are really like you have really kind of uniqueness because like when people watch you, your confidence is at a different level. Like when you watch other people, maybe they are also good, but like the confidence level you have, that's a altogether since I started watching you, you had a confidence like no one I have seen, right? Like
Oh gosh. Okay. Okay. Great.
basically in this field, basically like when they are talking to people, in a conversation, like you are really confident.
I have a question uh, when you can you tell me about some of my drawbacks, because you have been watching since long time. I wanted to know about it. Okay, so I found you some. I was looking for somebody who would be watching me since beginning and can tell me something about my bad parts.
No, like like I haven't noticed any bad part like it because like I usually like try to find positive side so that I can imply all those things in my life as well. So usually like good things I have found in you, like you are confident, you are not afraid of people, even you are talking to native speakers in Cambly, right? Like initially you started making video on Cambly and started talking to them and in a funny manner, like you are just joking with them, right? I couldn't do that at that time. That's the reason like really like fun watching your videos, like you are not afraid and you are joking with them like confidently making jokes, cracking jokes, and that was great. That basically attract people to your channel.
Thank you very much. Okay, anyway, so now good night. And
Okay.
yeah, it was really great meeting with you today. And
Yeah.
hope to see you again in future. Let's see how what happens.
Yeah, exactly. Okay then. Okay, have a great day. Bye.
Okay, thank you. Bye. Goodbye.
Bye.